The more you add to your strategy, the more money you end up losing. I know that sounds backwards, counterintuitive, but after getting a payout and passing multiple funded accounts and watching my community do the same with just one simple framework, I think that complexity is the number one account killer. So, quick story. There was this dude in our Discord yesterday telling everyone, oh guys, you got to start looking at 30-minute POIs and 15-minute POIs in addition to the 1 hour POIs that we already normally trade. And absolutely no hate to this guy. I have his respect. He has my respect. I know he's just trying to make some money like the rest of us. But funnily enough, this was the guy that was complaining about having a bad February, when I know most other people in our group have been having a pretty good month trading February. So it's kind of ironic that he's the one that's suggesting we use more POIs, and he's performing the worst out of most people. And I feel like that'll just confuse the fuck out of you when you have all these POIs you're looking at, and you have like conflicting POIs from different time frames, and it's just a bunch of different information. Just stick to the basics. Like, sometimes we forget that we just need to keep it simple. Divergent wick theory can be really fucking simple if you want it to be. So this is just a quick reminder and overview of the core principles. So it's very straightforward. We just have an hourly POI that gets engaged, then we engage the higher time frame fair value gap, and then we have a 1 minute entry. Literally 3 steps, all right? So we have a POI on the 1 hour, we have a higher time frame FVG, and then we have either a IFVG or a change in state of delivery. You target 2R, you're done. Simple. Don't need to add different time frames or a million different assets. It's really straightforward. And I know sometimes if you spend too much time in the Discord and you have a bunch of people throwing out different ideas, it can get very confusing. People start adding things like, yeah, like this guy, different time frame POIs, different time frame entries, too many assets. Like, take it from me, trust me. So for a while after I got comfortable with this whole framework, I started adding in 30-minute POIs and 30-second entries. And sure, I caught some winners, but it was just a bit too fatiguing. There's just too many things to keep track of. There's a lot going on, and it ends up creeping up into your execution, and you don't execute your trades as well. You don't see things as clearly, and your judgment just gets clouded. So just keep it simple, one time frame. So 1 hour POIs, 1 minute entries. Really straightforward. And the other thing is, don't add too many assets. So my 2 main assets have been gold and NQ, or gold and NASDAQ, however you want to call it, for a very long time. I've only just started looking at silver again recently. I'll actually go over a silver trade, A+ silver trade, later in this video. But yeah, you don't want to start looking at like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin as well, and like oil and lean hog futures. Like, just keep it simple, really fucking simple. Like, if you go to my Discord, look at the achievement sections, all the people that have gotten payouts or gotten funded accounts, they just keep it really fucking simple. Just the basic Virgin Wick theory, 1 hour, 1 minute entry, gold, NASDAQ, simple. Other ways that I've been trying to make it more simple is, lately I've been capping myself to 2 trades a session. So either that's a win or a loss, or a win and a win, or a loss and a loss. It just protects my mental capital. It helps me only take A+ setups because I know I only have 2 chances this session. And it's also just easier on the mental. Like, you just don't have to, you're just not as stressed. If I have 2 trades, and then I can just log off for the session, lock my accounts, I'm done. Yeah, and I feel like another reason that people want to add in extra time frame POIs, or like extra assets, or different time frame entries, or other confluences, is because they want it to feel exciting. They don't like how trading can feel boring. But for me, I feel like you want it to feel boring. Boring is actually a good sign. Like, you shouldn't be logging into your charts and being like, oh, fucking, like, how many setups am I going to take today? How much money am I going to make today? It's like, I think I spoke about this yesterday, but there will be sessions where there are no setups, and some people will be like, oh, it's so sad. Like, I didn't get any setups today. Or maybe they'll miss a setup and they'll be like, oh, it's so sad. I missed that setup. I wasn't looking at the charts. But you shouldn't be sad about not getting a win. The only thing you should be sad about is if you did not follow your process and if you missed executing an A+ setup that would be A+, regardless of if it was a win or a loss. So yeah, for me right now, just trading the 1 hour, 1 minute time frame, just NASDAQ, gold, sometimes silver. For me, it feels boring, and I like that. It should feel boring. I shouldn't feel like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what's going on my screen? Why are there so many POIs? Like, what are all these confluences doing? How is this asset doing? How's this asset doing? Like, it should feel really boring. If it's exciting, maybe you're just starting to learn, so it's exciting, and that's okay. But if you are already familiar with the model, it shouldn't be exciting. You shouldn't be looking for things to make it more exciting. It should feel boring. Because we want to make long-term consistent profits. And if you think about it in the long term, you're not going to be excited to trade every single day. It should just be like clocking into your 9 to 5. Like, you just, yeah, I'm here. Okay, I see an A+ setup. Sure, let me click some buttons, win or loss, whatever. Take profit gets hit, stop loss gets hit. Okay, cool. Move on to the next trade, on to the next day. It's simple. You just follow your process and then the rest will come. And yeah, there is proof that simplicity wins. Like, my payouts, my funded accounts, all the people in the Discord that are winning, they just keep it simple. They keep it really simple. Yeah, so with that said, I'll go over some simple A+ trades from yesterday. All right, let me go over a quick overview actually. So like I said, just keep it stupid simple. So we have a 1 hour virgin wick that gets closed through by a bullish candle, which then creates our bullish point of interest. Then we drop down to the 1 minute time frame, wait for price to trade or engage with the bullish point of interest, and then engage with higher time frame FEGs. Then you take a 1 minute entry, either a SysD or an IFEG. Simple, very simple. Keep it simple. Yeah, I only had one trade yesterday. It was this silver win, which I'll go over now. Yeah, very simple day. I like having days where it's just one trade, one win. Nice and easy, minimal stress, nice and boring. All right, so this was an extended POI actually. So this was during London at around 3 a.m. So we have a bunch of, well, why is that playing? A bunch of bullish points of interest to work with because of this bullish Chad candle closing through this version wicks and some other version wicks you can't see here. So in the first hour these POIs were created, I did not see the POIs get engaged at all. So they were still valid for the next hour. So then this one got engaged. And then we also had, so that's step one, simple. Step one is done. POIs are engaged. Step two, we have higher time frame FEGs engaged. Yes, perfect. There are a bunch of higher time frame FEGs here. And then the third step is simply our entry model. So for our entry here, we would be looking for a change in state of delivery right there. I don't think I'll make this a SysD video, but if you're unfamiliar with SysD, you can watch SysD videos or you can just use the indicators. But it is best that you understand a change in state of delivery. All right, so that's all 3 entry criteria met. So all that is left to do is to enter the trade. So I set my limit order here at the change of state of delivery level. Stop just at these lows, targeting 2R. Got tagged in the very next minute after this candle closed. And then bang, hit TP in a few minutes. And that was it. Made like, I don't know, maybe $1,000 or so across my funded accounts. And that was it. But I'll also go over, I think there was some setups. Oh yeah, there was a winner at the exact same time on gold, because obviously gold and silver are correlated assets. I think some people took this winner, but I didn't take it because I was watching silver. I was in that silver trade at the exact same time. But it's pretty much exactly the same setup. So we have bullish point of interest here, some bullish higher time frame FVGs, liquidity sweep here, meaning our change in state of delivery level would have to be, oh no, we get another sweep. Liquidity sweep here. What is the leg that swept that liquidity? It's here. And so the lowest down closing candle there. The opening price is your change in state of delivery. So upon this candle closing, you could select your limit order there. At this CISD level, stop at the low, targeting to R. And you get tagged in there. Bit of resistance. And it does resist for a bit, but we end up getting to R. Yeah, I think some people took this one. I did not. I was in silver, but nonetheless, nice trade. Yes. There were, I just want to go over the New York session as well. So this was New York, 9 a.m. So we have some bullish points of interest that do get engaged. So that's step one. Step two is higher time frame FVGs. Let's see. Okay, sure, we have some. And then step three is a change in state of delivery, which is here. So there we have a SysD. So this looks like a potential setup. So that's all three things there. Would I take this? Well, so I don't trade New York session anymore because I'm sleeping. But would I take this if I was awake? I don't think so, because we have an hourly FVG. Is that an hourly FVG? No, it's a 5-minute. Okay. Oh wait, no, it is an hour. Okay. Anyways, I do not love this because of this bearish FVG here and this bearish FVG here. And also we are very far extended from the POI. So one thing you may or may not have noticed with this model is the further we get after we engage the POI, the lower the chance of reversal is. So ideally we would want to see something like this. But something like this is, I don't love this. So I don't think I would take this if I was watching this, and it does get stopped out anyways. And then you get another chance. So you get another change in state of delivery right there. So you could go something like that, maybe stop at these lows. And then, again, I don't love this because of how overextended we are past the POI. And there's just a bunch of red FVGs there. But this does end up playing out to the upside. But I don't love it. And then I just want to touch over 10 a.m. as well. So let me raw dog this one. Okay, so 9 a.m. candle closes through this and this Virgin Wicks, creating our bullish points of interest. So let's drop down to the 1 minute time frame and have a look from 10 a.m. See if they get engaged. Okay, POI has been engaged. Do we have higher time frame FVGs? Yes, we have a 5 minute, but we're also right up against some bearish ones. Okay, so we dip a bit further away from these and into some more bullish FVGs. So That's criteria number 2 has been met. Now we just need an entry model. But unfortunately with this one, you never got an entry model and it does end up going to the upside. Oh, the reason I wanted to talk about this one is because there is no change in state of delivery because, so this is a bullish leg up, right? So this whole time we are bullish. So in order for us to change back to a bearish state of delivery, we need to get a close below this level. If you'll understand why, if you understand SysDs, you'll understand why, because these are consecutive bullish candles that swept a bunch of liquidity. And since we never closed below this level, we never changed to a bearish state. So even though we have all of this chop here, there would never be a bullish change of state in delivery here because we never changed from bullish to bearish to then allow us to change back from bearish to bullish. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I see a lot of people confused about SysD, so I thought I'd explain that as well. But yeah, that was it for gold. NQ was even worse. There was literally no setups at all during New York. Just a bunch of chop. London, no POIs got engaged. Asia, no POIs at all. So yeah, that's it. Nice and simple. Keep it simple, 1 hour, 1 minute, and stick to the 3-step process. That's it. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, shout out to another member of our community, cband0623, who just passed his first ever funded account using Virgin Wick Theory. So very nice. Keep them coming. See you next time.